action is taken.
All right, we're hanging out here in the Weather Lab with Craig talking about Tropical Storm Erika. We're breaking this thing down today.
Yeah, you know, this is really interesting, and I appreciate the fact that we can just really talk about what's going on. This system is not like most. You know, a lot of times we have a very clear indication of what's going to happen, and I talked a little bit about this before. We have the center of circulation pretty exposed here. Let me go ahead and zoom in, and you see this little curl right here. If you look carefully, that's the center of this thing, you know, the eye, if you will. And most of the big thunderstorms, the deep convection is out to the east of this. So here's the center. It's exposed. It's getting some shear, some winds are kind of blowing it apart and pushing some of that convection out to the east.
So what are the possibilities here in terms of the direction that it could go? How many possibilities do you even have?
Well, there's a bunch of uncertainty when we look out 4 or 5 days. And what we're looking at right now, the initial track is westward. We know that, but where this thing goes is going to depend on really what happens over the next 48 hours. It's going to be critical as to the extended future of this thing. You see San Juan here, Puerto Rico, and we also have the Dominican Republic, Hispaniola here. It's forecast to track off to the west-northwest. This is very high terrain, so that could disrupt this along with the shearing winds. If it gets stronger and develops higher in the atmosphere, it may turn a little bit more to the north a little bit earlier, and it's possible as it gets out over this really warm water. We're talking water temperatures up low to mid-80s.
Sure.
That's fuel for these things to really erupt. So we could have a powerful hurricane out this way, maybe more likely to turn off to the north a little bit more. We could also see it undercut all this. It could be disrupted or possibly come into the Gulf. Lots of questions.
But you said a minute ago, 48 hours, crucial time period, it could dissipate.
Absolutely. It could break apart in the next 48 hours. It could come back out near the Bahamas. If that's the case, we're probably looking at a scenario that's going to bring it up close to the Florida coast. And possibly, if it starts to turn a little bit sooner, maybe a stronger hurricane out in this area. Plenty of time to watch. We'll keep you guys updated. For now, I'm going to get some more information, and I'll give you the full forecast in a little bit.
Keep
all
it
right,
busy.
guys.
Thank you, sir.
You know, we have great tools for you to help you stay on top of all this stuff. It's called the Hurricane Guide, and it is right now available for you on 13newsnow.com. All you have to do is click the tab on the left-hand side of our homepage. Once you do that, you'll have access to the guide and our Hurricane Center. There you'll find the interactive tropical tracker, along with plenty of information you can use before, during, and after a storm. Well, this is a story that sure made headlines when it actually happened.
It did. A boy hit by a plane on the 4th of July on a Florida beach. Well, he survived, and this noon we're hearing from him. It's an ABC News exclusive.
And high school football season, it's just getting underway, but I think we may have a contender for Play of the Year already.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to show you more on the big old fake out that everybody's talking about
Wait to see
next.
that.